Today, I'm going to tell you the word that I've chosen for my 2024 word of the year. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. My name is Tracy and I am a girl with plans. Today's video is another video in my goal setting series where I will be telling you what word I have chosen as my word of the year. So I've decided to include this as part of my goal setting series because I do feel like, at least for me, my word of the year is going to play a crucial role in my goal setting for the year. Once I tell you my word and I explain it, you'll understand a little bit more why. So I think I'm gonna just go ahead and get to it because I don't really want this video to be super long because a lot of my goal setting videos have been long. So I'm gonna create a nice cute page in my goal planner. I'm gonna use this classic dot filler paper from Live Love Posh. So I have these. And then I have really big letters. And I do want to say that I'm also going to be doing, I think I'm going to be doing One Little Word, which is by Ellie Edwards. She's like a scrapbooker. And you can go to her website to kind of find out more about One Little Word. I actually purchased the One Little Word kind of, I guess, digital series, the 2023 version. I purchased it pretty late in the year because I got it for like $20. It's usually about $50. And what it comes with is it comes with exercises to do each month to kind of help you kind of dive a little bit more deeper into your one little word and pretty much keep it in the forefront. And then you also get videos to watch to kind of help you with those exercises. There is access to the Facebook group, which obviously, because I purchased it late in the year, I did not really partake in anything. But because I actually didn't partake in anything and I didn't participate in the activities, I think I'm going to do that for 2024. I'm just going to use the 2023 as my 2024 instead of purchasing a completely separate program because, you know, why not? I'm trying to be frugal, right? So that's what I think I'm going to do. And that will be completely separate from goals. I think I might even use one of my Archer and Olive journals or something like that and do it more Boudreaux style. And I will film those videos if that is something that you guys are interested in. All right, so let's talk about word of the year. Let me find my notebook. So I just have this basic notebook that I keep kind of in my bedroom. And I have been jotting down some ideas for word of the year probably since October. And I hid the ones that I kind of, the one that I ultimately decided on. But I started working on a list in October, and I think I finally settled on my word around Thanksgiving. So the end of November, and then I kind of let it simmer because I wanted to make sure, okay, I think this is it, but I want to make sure. And as I started brainstorming my goals and things like that, it was like, okay, this is it. I will tell you before I go into these, my word for 2023 was courage. Love that word. Sounds good. It looked great on my page. Didn't really do anything with it though. I didn't really keep up with it. You didn't see anything on my channel about monthly check-ins with the word of the year. I don't think I ever even referenced it after creating my page. And I think it was a good word, and the intention behind it was also good. My intention behind the word courage was I wanted to get out of my comfort zone. So I wanted the courage to get out of my comfort zone and take more risk with being uncomfortable, if that makes any sense. Didn't really do that much. Even considered using that for my 2024 word because, like I said, it is a good word and it is something that I'm lacking in. But I came up with a better word. First, let's look at some of the words that I thought about, just in case some of these words might kind of, work for you guys. So invest, like invest in yourself, invest in life, invest in whatever. Embrace, intention or intentional, action, finish, persevere, change, strive, vulnerability, shift. So like just shift your mindset, shift your life, shift everything. Explore, leap, jump, revive, confidence, strength, fearless, and risk. So those were some of the words that I had kind of brainstormed. However, when it came down to it, the word of the year that I chose is not like super sexy. You know, like I don't know, like when I think of a sexy word, it's just like a word that's like, bam. It's like, you know, if I make something, which I do have a bookmark coming in with my word of the year, you know, like if I have something where I'm going to have it laid out, the word just looks very powerful and stuff. My word is powerful, but yeah, you know, kind of like persevere. That's kind of like a sexy sounding word, right? I don't have all my letters. Yeah. The word I chose is very, very short, which is why I'm using these big letters. That should have given you a hint, right? My word is now. N-O-W, now. And it's because when I was thinking about my word of the year, I was like, you know, let's start with the W. Why I do that is when I was brainstorming my goals. So I thought about this before I kind of started the brainstorming process. And it was just some things that were going on in my life that when I was like thinking about it, I was like, you know, I am putting off a lot of things. Like I rather it be for, I mean, sometimes when you put things off, they are for legitimate reasons. Is that really going to go off the page? These are some thick stickers too. These are from the Happy Planner. These are like the Mamby sticks, and I'm just ripping that one. Not the page, the sticker. As thick as these are, they're still ripping. I just put off a lot of things that I feel like I can do now. And I'm talking about like not necessarily like big life-changing things. I mean, some are, but some aren't. Some are just as simple as, you know, one day I decide, oh, I'm not going to work out today because I'm too tired. And then the next day I'm like, I'll just do it tomorrow. And then the next day I end up having a migraine and I can't. And I'm like, I definitely should have worked out when I said I was going to work out, because now here I am 2 to 3 days in a row not working out. That's just one example, but the list goes on and on. And like I said, I've been thinking about this word for a while, and I've actually started implementing this now. I don't need to wait to 2024 to implement this word. But the prime example is the vacation I just booked. There were a lot of things kind of making me second guess my choice to book my vacation to Egypt. One, I was kind of booking it solo. Isn't it so cute? So there it is. That's how it fits. So that's how we're going to roll. I'm going to put some decor on here, and I'm going to do that while I chat. I think I'm going to do gold because, you know, it has gold in it. So we're going to do gold, and then I have blue stuff so we can do blue boxes. That's kind of my thought process. Oh, here they are. So I was like, you know, there's a lot of things, you know, there's some, you know, unrest going on in the world, stuff like that. That's not super far from Egypt. So, you know, that always leads to some apprehension. Traveling solo, that's definitely something that kind of leads to some kind of like, okay, should I wait, or should I wait until like maybe I can find someone else to travel with me, you know, kind of thing. So there's just a lot of things. Plus, it was not the cheapest trip. So you have also that playing into, you know, there's just a lot of things that could have easily led me to be like, you know what? Now is not the time. But ultimately, I'm like, you know, if I don't do it now, when am I going to do it? That's kind of what I was thinking. And sometimes we put off things with good reasoning. There are good intentions behind it. There's good intentions to do it at a future time. But we really don't know what's going to happen in the future that could prevent us from doing certain things in the future. So it's like, you know, we have intentions of putting things off now, because we are going to do them in the future and we have every, you know, intent to do it. But things happen and they're not going to happen. Life happens. So, and the other thing I keep, you know, reminding myself is how short life is. So I need to, like, especially when it comes to fun things, sometimes, you know, got to go ahead and just take a leap. It was like one of my other choices, that leap of faith, or, you know, that risk, and just do it because life is short. And everything is honestly an unknown. So, yeah, that's kind of the gist of my word. And that's why I chose it. It was also one of the few words that I felt worked well in all areas. That all of my focus areas, actually not just all of my focus areas, but pretty much everything. So like my focus areas, when I talk about my focus areas, and I'll get all into that in a later video where I go through focus areas for 2024 based on my kind of goal setting categories. But when I think about focus areas and things like that, this was one of the words that I kind of felt like worked pretty darn well with a lot of those focus areas, or focus categories. Maybe focus area isn't the right word for that. Such as, you know, health, physical, mental. I've already kind of discussed exercise a little bit. But, you know, like, let's all face it. This is the perfect time to discuss this. Diet. You will see a lot. I don't know if anybody has ever heard of, you know, I want to speak of something and then it just completely forget about it. Diet Bet. There's this thing, like, you can download the app and it's called the Diet Bet. And you basically commit to lose a certain percentage of your body weight. That's what the Diet Bet is. And everybody who loses that specific percentage of their diet weight, I mean, their whatever they kind of said that they would lose, would get to split the pot. So there is a buy-in fee. So it is incentive to, like, lose weight. I'm not saying anything bad about it. I've done it before. And there was major incentive. But, you know, you're going to see so much of that stuff pop up because it's the new year. And everybody wants to, like, wait until the new year to do all of this stuff. And a lot of people are like, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and, like, chow down on all of my favorite foods. You know, now I'm going to, no restrictions, no holding back. Because once the new year comes, I am going to go keto, or I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And the whole thing I'm, like, thinking is that's fine. But why do we always, like, pick a specific time to start doing certain things? You know what I'm saying? Like, the first of the year, the first of the month, the first of the week. Like, oh, well, yeah, I'm going to start doing that, but I'm going to start on Monday, even though it's, like, only Wednesday. Y'all know what I'm saying. Isn't that, like, kind of what happens? Like, we always kind of do kind of that stuff. We're like, oh yeah, we'll do it on Monday. Or, you know, it might be like the 20th of the month and we're like, okay, yeah, we'll do that on the 1st. I'm going to wait till the 1st. I'm going to start that on the 1st. I'm going to start my new workout program on this day. It's like we always pick some point in the future to start something. So that was probably, like, one of my biggest faults forever. Yeah, I just wanted to put stickers on the page. And now I have all of these boxes that I want to use. So I have this too, but I think there's a lot of foil in this. And this I don't think I can write on because it's clear. So I have some of these that might work. Look at that. But yeah, so I'm like saying this because this was one of my biggest challenges, putting things off that I could do now. I just put them off, and then, like I said, something would inevitably happen. Not always, but some of the time, that would lead me to not fulfill whatever I put off. Like I said, whether it be like I said, work it out. All of a sudden, like I would put it off, and then I would get a migraine, and I couldn't work out because of my migraine. But if I had done it yesterday, you know, hey, that would have been a non-issue. Or, you know, I should have booked the trip, and now I'm seeing all the pictures and all the good things that happen. Here I am just sitting at home, not doing anything. Things like that, missing out on opportunities and missing out on like new experiences. Or, you know, I talked about my struggles with like anxiety and like how sometimes impacts my socialization, and like saying no to like going out, and then hearing about how much fun it was and what you missed out on. It's like I'm depriving myself of that stuff because I'm always like, oh no, I'll go next time. Thinking that in my head, I am legitimately thinking I'll go next time. I'm not using it as an excuse to not go. I'm literally saying in my head, I'm not really feeling up to it. I'm like, my anxiety is really bad, or I'm really tired. But yes, I will go next time. So definitely let me know. And then the problem is you say that, but like if you say no so many times and you say like next time, sometimes those invites are going to stop coming because people are just going to expect that you aren't going to go. I mean, there's no ill intention there. It's just like, well, I mean, you're just not going to be thought about because you didn't go before. So yeah, that's kind of my thing right there. It's like, okay, well, that's why I got to stop putting things off tomorrow, which you can do today. All right. So here is my spread. Very simplistic. I wish I would not have ripped that one. And I don't think I have another one. I do have plenty of M's, so I don't know if I could use that one or not. Yeah, we'll just leave it. It's fine. Like I said, I'm going to have my own little sheet. I think on the back of this is where I'm going to start. You'll see I will have another video where I'm going to kind of incorporate this word into some of my like focus areas, as well as, like I said, my goal setting. So I did not put the definition on here because we all know what now means. We know what it means. And the definition pretty much said, pretty much repeated the word. So there really isn't like a good definition. But like, I'm just going to kind of write what this word means to me in these little boxes. And it's going to be basically my version of the definition. And I'm probably going to reiterate the word. So, all right. So I just wrote, book the trip, start the journey. Life is short. Don't put it off until tomorrow. What you can do today, take the chance, say yes. Today is the day to make changes, make decisions, and live life to the fullest. And that is kind of how I see my word of the year being now. Just do it. So that is my word. And like I said, I am going to pop it into, I guess, my yearly section. I have an intention sheet in here, which I'm not going to be filling out. So I will pop this in here. I have this other sheet. I'll go ahead and pop this in here. And there we go. My word of the year for 2024. Like I said, your word of the year just has to speak to you. It doesn't have to be the traditional words that you're seeing all over the place. It can be anything that pops into your head that kind of takes you on a journey for achieving your goals. However, at the same time, you don't need a word of the year at all. I had one last year, but I didn't use it. So it was like I did not have a word of the year. So yeah, there is no requirement to have a word of the year. It's just something that some of us do. One, for fun, but two, I mean, we have to decorate a page for it, but two, to kind of just help give us that extra nudge when it comes to goal setting and consistency and things like that. But it is not a requirement. It also is not a requirement to do a yearly word of the year. I have seen where people have done quarterly, monthlies, or whatever when it comes to finding a focus word. That's kind of what it should be, more of like a focus word. Don't think of it as word of the year, but think of it as more of something to focus on. So yeah, there we go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I will be coming back with another video. The next video in this particular setup series will be the video where I start talking a little bit more about my focus areas. There will be some more words, I guess, that will come out for each of those particular categories. But I will be looking at those like goal categories like physical and mental health, personal growth, socialization, and things like that, and thinking of what in those categories do I really, really want to focus on for the year, things that kind of keep me in line when it comes to like setting my goals, because setting my goals is going to be that next step, right? All right, guys. So, yes, there we go. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button. And if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell, so that way you can be notified when I release new content. All right, guys, thank you so much for pressing that play button today. I really do appreciate it. And I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening, or night. Until next time, bye.